Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast. The Great.
So start with, for everybody listening, Eric will do the NFC. I will do the AFC so that we have a little bit of diversity in that. Check out our YouTube clips. We want to just real quick thank everybody for watching them, but also commenting. We've been getting a lot of comments recently, more than usual, I should say, and a lot of views. So we thank everybody for that. Eric's, if you haven't seen it yet, he had a meltdown about the Bucs losing to the Lions. Just go check that video out. It was dark place. I also had a video that had over 1,000 views. So thanks everybody for watching those videos. Okay, Eric, let's start with you, man. Give us your great of week 6.
So I know I talked about them a couple times already, but the Lions have been my great. It's going to be my great again. Though depressing for me as a Bucs fan, I can't help but to give them a great. The thing is that I really appreciated that the Lions did when watching that game is they realized, hey, you know what? We can't run mainly because you got no healthy running backs, but that's not the point here. They couldn't run the ball, so they're like, you know what? We're going to just throw it to Amon St. Brown for 5 yards for every crack. And you know what? 5 times 2 is 10, and that's a first down. So and that's all you need to move the chain. They held the time of possession. Goff was great. Even though the offensive line of the Lions is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think their defensive line played great, but I don't think they played terrible either, which is kind of a good sign because for Lions fans here, because Tampa Bay's offensive line has been playing pretty good this year. So the fact that they still got some pressure on Baker, and I think is a good sign. So to me, if I was, they did awesome this week. So you got to be excited if you're a Lions fan. And in theory, when they get healthy, they should even be better on offense. So that's a scary thought.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's interesting because neither run game got going. So it was kind of like which quarterback can make the plays in that game. That, as I sat back and, after our reaction, that's what what kind of figured out is like which quarterback made the plays that mattered. And we saw Goff did and Mayfield, as of right now, just did not, right? Like he missed a couple of big throws. There was a couple drops too. But so the difference was in almost a quarterback play because both teams kind of had to be one-dimensional. Let me ask you this question. Because you picked the Bucs to win, what do you think you I don't know how to word it, like misunderstood or just your thought process? What did you maybe not realize or something that you now realize that you after that game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did you miscalculate? That's the word I'm looking for. What did you miscalculate about this game that you would say, oh, man, I really got that wrong?
The Bucs could score 23 points.
That's a good miscalculation.
Because, I mean, I wasn't too far off on the score. I think I said 23-20. Mm-hmm. So if the Bucs would have got to that 23, I would have been right on the ball because they only allowed 20. Mm-hmm. So my miscalculation was apparently my belief in my offense.
Yeah.
And even then it was like you said, to me it was a lot to do with too that like Baker was missing the throws. It's like they took away the Lions did a great job taking away the short passes, it looked like. Mm-hmm. And they wanted Mayfield to beat him over the top, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And that's to me what I was surprised about because. And then, a couple key drops here and the Lions making a couple great plays, of course. There wasn't like that block by Reynolds to get Amon St. Brown that first touchdown. Oh, that was I could not be more, even though against my team, I could not appreciate that play more. Like, that was beautiful. The guy comes out of the backfield and make a block for a touchdown. I mean, Amon Ra had to get the position to let him, but still, that was beautiful. So yeah, no, I to me it was just I thought Tampa could put up 23 points against that against Detroit's defense, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't get past the ball. I don't even think Baker had a bad turnover worthy game, because I think his one interception was tipped at the line. That's just being 5'11" or 6 feet like he is. It's going to happen. And then there was only one other pass I seen him do that might have been an interception, but their offense just was not on the same page this game. So, but to me, I'm crediting some on the Lions defense, and then I'm also blaming some of the Bucks offense.
Which is fair. Okay, let me go to my grade for the AFC. I'm going to do an audible. I'm going to give it to the Browns. I thought the Browns defense, especially with the offense of the 49ers, PJ Walker was their quarterback, and they somehow beat what everybody thought was the top of the NFL. And they probably still are with the 49ers, but they lost, I think, McCaffrey and Debo during the game, but that was the concern that we had with the Niners, is can they stay healthy? Regardless, though, the Browns kind of just dominated the line of scrimmage. They had almost 5 yards a carry. I think that was done well. They pressured Brock Purdy, which not a lot of teams were able to do, made him uncomfortable, got 3 sacks. And made Brock make a mistake. I think it's his first interception this season. He only had, Eric, 125 yards passing in this game, a QBR of 40. So the defense and this is how good the defense for the Browns is. PJ Walker had a QBR of 24.1, and yet the defense found a way to win that run game. That defense, if Deshaun can come back healthy and play average like he was before, I think this Browns team is real legit. And it's also interesting because Kyle Shanahan always has problems with Jim Schwartz-led defenses. I did not know that, but that's something I heard in a podcast after we did our preview pod last week. So I just got to give it to the Browns. Great for them. Great win. They're 3-2.
Yeah, and I mean, injuries happen.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play through them, but it makes you concerned if you're cheering for the Niners. To me, how bad Brock Purdy looked after his weapons went down. I mean, he still had Kittle, I think, but he lost Samuel and he lost McCaffrey, and then all of a sudden he looked below average, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I've seen of it, he didn't look very good. And but it also, is it an outlier because it's the Browns defense? And even you said before in a previous podcast, you brought out how at one point the top 3 defensive performances were all the Browns in the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Not just, so it's well, I wonder if that's more of that the Browns defense is just that good.
Yeah, I think
in this case that great.
Yeah, no, I think they might be the best defense in the league. It is right now. That's my feeling on it. I would say for a Brock Purdy defense a little bit, if you took out Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in the middle of the game, Tua would look a little bit more human. You know what I'm saying? Any quarterback, when you take away their 2 weapons, especially in the middle of the game, that's hard to adjust. In the middle of the game, maybe after a week of preparation, knowing you're not going to have the guys, it's a little different. It'd be the same with Baker if Godwin and Evans went out, or with Goff if Brown and you know what I'm saying though. It would be the same. It would be the same. You would expect less from your quarterback, but he definitely looked a little bit more mortal. But this is a concern for the Niners because McCaffrey and Samuel aren't they're not known for staying healthy a lot. They do get injured throughout the season. So, and Kittle does too. So this is something that he has to work through.
I'm about to say, who on the Niners is known for staying healthy all season? Let me know that.
That's a good point. Great point. Okay, Eric, you ready to move on to the good?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.